Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And it's been 11 days today since I had my surgery last week. It's a total laparoscopic hysterectomy. So thank God I'm still alive. I'm here now at the hospital. It's in my room. Now I already changed my hospital gown and waiting for my doctor for the instruction before the surgery. So there's my room. Before that, I will do a short summary regarding of my situation. After I give birth to the twins, I think it's after 6 months, I started to have a painful menstruation, and I didn't think that it's serious. I thought it's like a normal. So I went to my doctor and asked for the prescription for the ultrasound. So I think it's March 2019, I did my first ultrasound after I gave birth to the twins. And the result was, it's like it takes a bit long time. So the result, my doctor found out that I have fibroids. It's almost 6 centimeters. That's why I have painful menstruation, heavy bleeding, and it will last for 7 to 10 days. So since it started last year, I talked to my gynecologist and I decided to do the operation because he gave me the pills, but it's only lasts for 3 months, and after that the pain it's continuous and it's still growing with the fibroids, or we call that the myoma. So last year, that's why it took a lot of time because of the pandemic. And it's like it's very uncomfortable. I had 2 menstruation every month and it lasts for 7 to 10 days. So my hemoglobin is always dropping. Even I took some iron. And it's very hard for me, especially I'm working and with the twins. Maybe God has a purpose why he gave me the twins, because after that all my uterus was removed, so I cannot be longer get pregnant. But thank God for granting me the twins. I'm so thankful. Sorry guys, I was very emotional. And then prior to my surgery, I think it's for the last 2 weeks and last month, the month of March, I went to the emergency because of the too much heavy bleeding and very painful. And the doctor prescribed me for pain reliever, but it doesn't stop the pain. I cried. It's like it's the end of the world for me. It's always when I had my period. It's like I feel like I want to sit down on the toilet bowl, and it takes time. You know, it's like it's very hard. And last, I think March 15 is the first schedule of my surgery, but unfortunately it was cancelled because of the miscommunication. I'm almost ready, but nothing. Everything is cancelled. So I called at the hospital and follow up for the schedule of my surgery. And finally, I was at the job. One of the secretary called me to do the COVID test 2 days prior to my surgery, and I said, wow, thank God, this is it. Finally, isang hirap na lang kasi before my surgery last March 14, I was collapsed at the job because of my hemoglobin is dropped and too much bleeding, very painful, sleepless nights. Yeah, and finally April 19, it's the day of my surgery. Monday morning, it's April 19. My husband, he dropped me off at the hospital because he's still working, and he dropped off the kids at the daycare. So in the morning, when I arrived at the hospital and talked to the nurses, so she gave me my room number and asked for pregnancy test. I said, why I will do the pregnancy test? I'm not pregnant. I said, no, to make sure that there's no pregnancy before the surgery. So I did, and I was a bit nervous sitting on the chair, and I pray and ask God for the strength and the wisdom. So my schedule for the surgery is around 10 o'clock in the morning. When I arrived in the operating room, my doctor, he's teasing me. He tapped on my arms and he told me, that's why Lenny, she's still small, because in the Philippines, she ate only chicken. So I laughed, and my nervous is like disappear. And my anesthesiologist told me to lie down on the bed, and he put the dextrose with the general anesthesia. So maybe it takes like 1 minute, and the nurse put me an oxygen mask. So after that, I completely fall asleep. It's around 1:30 in the afternoon. I was in the recovery room. Half of my body is still numb, or I cannot move my legs. My eyes is closed, like unconsciously, but I can hear the nurse talking to me if I'm okay or how was the pain. If I rate 1 to 10, how was the pain? I said 10. It's very, very painful. So I slowly move my hands and touch my belly. Where's the wound or the surgery? So I have 4 surgery. One on the right, one on the belly, and 2 on the left side ovary. So yeah, it's very painful. I'm shaking, and my nurse gave me a 2 dose of high dose of pain reliever. So I was fall asleep again, and then I woke up at around 2:30, and by 3 o'clock they transferred me in my room upstairs. So yeah, even it's very painful. At 4 o'clock, the nurse came into my room and asked me to urinate or to pee, because it's like required. So he asked me to get up on my bed very slowly, even it's very painful and still drowsy. So and nobody beside me because my husband is working and I'm alone. So it's only the bed, electric bed, that helps me to move up my head. I go down very slowly in the washroom, and the nurse she removed my dextrose temporarily. So it took me a lot of time to pee. It's like, oh my god, it's very painful. I cannot pee. It's like I'm sitting on the toilet bowl like for 20 minutes and it's nothing. So bumalik ako sa bed. Sabi ko mamaya na, baka wala pa talagang lumalabas. Then she put back my dextrose and she asked me to drink a lot of water. Yeah, I drank a lot of water because I was dehydrated. Then she gave me like 2 pitcher of water. My bladder is like, it's very full, but I cannot pee. I try many times, and finally it's around 6:30. It's my first pee. It's a lot of blood, and she measured it's only like 100 ml, so it's not enough. Then after that, I asked her, can I eat? They have food. They bring me a food, but I don't have appetite. But it's like I'm very hungry. I don't have a lot of energy. So I asked her, can I eat? She said, why? She said yes, but very slowly because I'm very dizzy. So I ate only the vegetable soup for all the night, and it's around 2 o'clock in the morning. I was very hungry and I don't have food. So what I did is I drank only water. And yeah, thank God. Now I'm not yet fully recovered, but I can walk slowly outside. Yeah, and a day after I was discharged at the hospital, I was still tired, very painful, even I cannot walk straight. And a day after, in my home, at home, I cook for myself. Even I'm shaking, I cannot walk straight. My legs are shaking, my hands are shaking, and so drowsy. But yes, I did it. because I'm alone. So it's not the same in our country that we have our family to cook for us, but here in abroad, you will do everything. And thank God for giving me strength. And that's all my story, guys. And thank you for your prayers and support. Now I'm still in my recovery period. I can walk straight now, but still my belly is still bloating and painful. So that's all, guys. Thank you for watching and see you around.